Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Winteroman, and I'm excited to show you guys a dual school build that I think is one of the best right now. I can't wait to continue improving it and seeing what you guys do to Frankenstein your builds to make it even better. So I hope this gives you good ideas for your builds. Now let's get right into it. Just like the thumbnail, guys, this isn't clickbait or anything. This is legit, and the best part is that an amulet can make a big difference in your damage, whether it's for your main school or secondary school. And further down I'll show you, but right now I'll give you the main build and stats, and then we'll go into the gear. So we have 210 death damage, we have 207 storm damage. For our accuracy, we're literally 100% for both schools. And for our armor piercing, we have 52 armor piercing for both schools, guys. Isn't that awesome? I'm stoked about it. Then our Shadow Pip rating is at 152. Shadow Pip rating is important, guys, for those that don't know, because whoever has the highest Shadow Pip rating will get the Shadow Pip first before I do everybody else. And even though the RNG is there, and some people will say it doesn't matter, it's all preference. Well, I wanted to maintain a pretty good Shadow Pip rating for you guys that do love it and want to have those type of builds. So, and especially for the dual schooling, so it was a little bit difficult to find a way, but good things work out with these pieces of gear, and there it is. We have 105% power pips, 198 arc mastery rating. But let's get to the gear, and I'll show you guys everything that makes this come into fruition. We're gonna start with the Jester cap. All the pins for the boots, for the boots, robe, and hat, they're all the same. 21 storm damage with 4 pierce and 7% accuracy. So we're using the Jester cap for this because of the Shadow Pip rating. Again, we want to increase that, but you can go with Reaver if you want to, or whichever one you prefer, but that's what we're sticking with. For the robe, we're going to be using the Deadly August H coat, and the reason why we're using this is because the Shadow Pip rating, and you can farm this in Takunobu in Mushu. He is a gold key boss that you can actually kill within the first turn with a full squad. So I definitely recommend to go, because there's going to be multiple pieces of gear in the set that will require, well, I say require, right? But where you can get these pieces if you don't want to go for the Reaver or Solanopolis, the Avatar stuff. But there you go, guys. This is the robe. Now we go to the boots. We are using the Feldream Reaver boots, still one of the best in the game. I love this. We'll go next to the wand now. We are using the Goth Fairy Kai umbrella. You can go ahead. Before, I was using the Macabre Aeon sword. And then there's also the Feldream Reaver boomerang if you want to use that. You can also stick with the Deadly Thunder Chasing Spear, but this is what's helping with the damage. Goth Fairy and Feldream and the Macabre Aeon sword. So that's what we're sticking with. When it comes to the jewel socket, for the record, you can pick whatever you want. You can put any spells, you can put health. For the tier jewel, there's no preference when it comes to that. The only ones that really matter is the circle sockets. So you'll see. So now for the app theme, we're using the Deadly August Sage knife, and we have dual school pierce jewels in there. And for the triangle, this is how we're maintaining our 100% accuracy for storm. We have the 16% in there. As you can see, the 46 health for the tier 1. Again, doesn't really matter. You put whatever you want in there. But the piercing jewels is what matters. So this is what we're using. And again, you can craft this in Takunobu, in Mushu, after fighting him. Or you can go before fighting him if you have the reagents. Now for the amulets, we are using Deadly August Sage Apple. Once again, another piece that you can craft over there at Takunobu and Mushu. We have our plus 10 rating, but you can use this for a accuracy for your storm or for your death if you want even more 100. Go above and beyond the 100% range. If you're already 100%, if you want more, go for it. You can just exchange it for that. But if you want more rating, that's what I was hoping to go for. And so that's what we have. For the ring, we're using the Macabre Aeon ring. The square socket, you can use whatever you want. The reason why we're using the Macabre is because it gives you like an extra 2 storm damage. So we're trying to get as much damage as we can for both schools, so you guys can still have fun with them when you're fighting with both. But you can craft this in Novus, or you can get it as a drop. But definitely recommend. The other one's Feldring Reaver. If you guys want to go with that, that's fine too. Yeah. So there's the Macabre one. Now for the deck, we are using the Deadly August Sage deck, which is another piece that you can craft. Takanubu Mushu. So fighting Takanubu, get the reagents, etc. Can't say it enough. That's why I said going to that boss, you already have like 75% of the gear. So we are using the 11 plus 11 storm damage for the pocket there, and I think this is a good deck just because of the higher arc mastery rating that it gives. But people can say it doesn't matter. Arc mastery doesn't really matter anymore, but I like it. For the pet and mount, we are using the Scratchy Frillosaur and the Stompy Bronto. The reason why we're using this is because it comes with a set bonus. If you guys saw my last video, it gives you a +5 damage, as you can see here. So it definitely makes a difference in your damage for your schools, for both schools. We have an all damage pet for death damage, and then instead of using Mighty, I decided to give my Storm more damage, so I gave it the +10 pet jewel socket there. Pet jewel, I mean, for the socket. So that's what we're going with and what we're working with. So there you go, guys. That's the whole main set, the one I encourage for you guys to go with, just because of the high 50% pierce. And I know what you're thinking, Charles. I don't think this guy has ever heard of a school amulet. Guys, do not fret. Do you not see these amulets on my page? Do you not see this? Now we get to a little bit more fun and more damage. We have an Exalted Storm amulet right here that you can get, probably from the Kraken. I think if I remember correctly, that's where you get it from. But this gives you a +4 storm damage. So once we equip this, right, now you can use your spells in the first turn, for those that want to use your spells and don't want to wait an extra turn. All good, everybody has their own preference. You're gonna lose some pierce, right? You're gonna lose 6 pierce for both schools, but you're still in the high 40s. I think that's a pretty dang good exchange. You only lose 10 because of that 10 rating Shadow Pip jewel that we had, but then you're still in a pretty good rating. When it comes to the damage, you're 211 now. Now you have more. Your death damage doesn't change. Your actually doesn't change. So if you want to have this type of build and go and have fun with it, I definitely encourage this. This is the one that I'm running right now, just because I'm using my storm pips, just because I'm helping people in the kiosk. But the main one I'll probably stick with is with my high 50% pierce. But again, I'm a guy that doesn't mind waiting an extra turn. So it depends on how you guys want to go about it. There's that. I just said in the beginning in the video that I was going to show you some other ways you can go about this. Your pierce is not going to change. It's going to stay at 46. Let's be clear about that. What is going to change is probably your death accuracy, your storm damage, and your death damage, depending on how you want to approach the school. So if you want more death damage, let's say, so we're gonna look for our death damage and here. I'm using the Goth Berry, but you can use Reaver, you can use anyone really. Doesn't really matter what amulet you're using, from Solanopolis or Walroo or from a pack. Because when you go to your stats, you feel better having this type of damage, 221. Your storm stays the same. Your actually changes right there. You see the pierce still stays the same. Everything stays the same. So that's the only thing. So if you want to have more storm damage or death damage, you just go use it. Focus on your amulet change right there. So the other one we're going with, if let's say, I want my second school to be stronger. Okay, that's fine. Let's try that. You want to maintain more damage for your second school and have a little bit high of Shadow Pip rating. Cool. I'll show you how that looks. 218 for your storm, 210 for your death. Nothing changes. It's 100% accuracy still. 46 pierce. Now we're back to our 150 Shadow Pip rating. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, an amulet just makes the difference to whatever build you want to go with. have storm damage with higher accuracy. So now you have both your second school having good damage while you have way above and beyond accuracy. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to go about it, and now that you saw that you can have more damage on your second school or your main school, this build is one of the funnest builds ever for dual schooling. And that's the goal, because I look at so many wizard videos out there and I see their primary school with good damage, good pierce, and sometimes with really good shadow pip rating, and then their secondary school just under the 200 range. I can't say that all schools are going to be the same, just because I'm not going to make that type of statement, but I'm going to say that there's a way. If there's a will, there is a way. That's what we found with Death. I am a Death wizard weaving into Storm, and this is what I wanted to do. So I want to make Wizard101 dual schooling so much more fun and give it more purpose for you guys to use those secondary spells and have fun with it. If you guys are curious to see my deck, you can pause the video and watch this. This is my current build. This is how I have it. So I'm just saying, guys, I had a blast. I ain't gonna lie, I stayed up for hours and hours trying to put this together, just trying to figure out some type of balance. I'm so happy with the results. Well, having 50% pierce, I did not realize that was a possible thing for both schools. I had no idea I could have managed that, and I'm super happy that even without the 50% and using the exalted, it still stays with the high 40 range for the armor pierce. I'm just truly grateful and happy that this is available and these options are available, because it just makes building this type of deck even more fun. You can't go wrong on how you build your dual schooling deck anymore. So you can enjoy the game as much. If you're the type of person that just wants to go into PvP and have your strongest wizard, go for it. Don't maintain as you want, PvP or PvE. But I want to make dual schooling as competitive as possible too. That's why I'm trying to put these builds together with the best stats that I can put together, so we can so everybody can enjoy dual schooling even more so. I don't want it to be, that's just like a habit thing, or not habit, but a hobby thing you guys want to do. No, I want this to be part of the spiral. I want it to be engaging more than ever. I want to see wizards utilizing both schools even more so, not just for the fun, but for the competitive side as well. So I'm excited for you guys to build your own sets and get ideas from here and Frankenstein and even make better sets than what you see currently in this video. But thank you guys for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe with other wizards who didn't know this was possible. I'm excited to share this journey even more so. So thank you always for your love and support. We're looking forward to make some more content and more music, and excited to keep sharing the magic adventures that we have. So thank you guys for your time watching this. Hopefully I can put some timestamps at the bottom, stamps, so you guys can skip through the video if need be. But I'm excited to see what you guys do and what you make. Thank you for your time and support. Love you guys, and see you on the next one. Bye.